What's up, guys? I'm Caleb Dukes, and I'm a senior. And I found a quiet place at my house with six siblings to do a devo today. So um, I'm a senior, and I know how disappointing this time is. I'm right there with you guys. Of all the changes that have come from it, I miss seeing everyone at school every day the most. That's probably the number one thing that I'm super bummed about. I know we're probably not going to have some last events. They're either going to be postponed or we're not going to have them, and that's a huge bummer. But number one thing, I just miss seeing you guys and getting to see you every day. Um, but I don't know where you're at or how much this pandemic is affecting you. Um, but I want to encourage you and let you know that you're not alone, even in this isolation. Um, Personally, I need to tell you guys, I've battled with loneliness for a long time, and I've been the new kid for the past 6 years of my life, because I've moved twice in that span, and I know how you feel. I know that loneliness is an awful feeling for sure, um, and as we're at home isolated, this can make things worse for us, and when I have those thoughts spiraling, or hectic thoughts in my head, I feel the weight of being alone. Um, my counselor has encouraged me to go do something to fight those thoughts. So we're gonna go do some stuff, like take a walk, or you can go on a bike ride, or you can shoot the basketball, or create something. That's fun. I've been making songs, and this one's a banger. But I mean, you can write, draw, do puzzles, or board games with your family, or play Wii Sports like we have been. But most importantly, I think it's crucial to write down in your journal like what you're thinking and what you're processing in that loneliness, and that can help you kind of understand what you're feeling, I think. But listen, like the evil one hates it when we write down our thoughts, because that allows us to pick apart his lying voice from the truthful voice inside of us, otherwise known as the Holy Spirit. So that's big for sure. And to my guys out there, I know journaling is probably not your thing, but it helps. Trust me. And I know many of you are probably already doing some of these things, and you may still alone even after doing all this, like me. And that's okay. But I want to tell you the integral part of why I believe in Jesus. It's not because everyone else does, and I feel like it makes me a good person. Trust me, I've fought one of my siblings today. Not a fist fight, though. Don't worry. It's okay. But I believe in Jesus because he is who I can fall on when I'm alone or going through trials like the pandemic we're facing right now. And I know you've probably heard that a million times, but I'm going to tell you why that is. As I've reflected on this time of remembering Christ's death and resurrection, this is what stands out to me. And this is how I know I can rely on him when I feel alone. So listen to this. This is from Matthew 26:36-40 from the Message. Then Jesus went with them to a garden called Gethsemane and told his disciples, "Stay here while I go over there and pray." So taking along Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, he plunged into an agonizing sorrow. Then he said, "This sorrow is crushing my life out. Stay here and keep vigil with me." Going a little ahead, he fell on his face, praying, "My Father, if there is any way, get me out of this. But please, not what I want. What do you want?" When he came back to his disciples, he found them sound asleep. He said to Peter, "Can't you stick it out with me a single hour?" So listen, Jesus was going through suffering and loneliness too. His friends left him alone and slept in his darkest moment. And he was about to be turned over to be crucified by one of his own friends. Think about that. And he was fighting an inner battle and asked if there is any other possible way to take the weight of sin upon himself, a perfect man, and die for people who wanted to kill him. His spirit was willing, but the flesh of him was weak, and the evil one was taking advantage of that The evil one was tempting him to abort the rescue mission God had planned for us. The rescue mission that would mend the separation we had from God, and the rescue mission that would mend our loneliness. Um, but Jesus, in the most lonely, agonizing trial of his life, thought of me and you and prayed for me and you. So listen to what he says as he prays for us before his impending death. This is from John 17:20-24. So here's what he says. I'm praying not only for the disciples, but for all those who will believe in me because of the disciples and their witness about me. The goal is for all of them, he's talking about my followers in the future, to become one heart and mind, just as you, Father, are in me and I in you. Then the world might believe that you, in fact, sent me. The same glory you gave me, I gave them, so they'll be as unified and together as we are, I and them, as you and me. Then they'll be mature in this oneness and give the godless world evidence that you sent me and loved them in the same way you've loved me. Father, I want those you gave me to be with me, right where I am, so they can see my glory, the splendor you gave me, having loved me long before there was ever a world. So that's why I know I can trust in him and know that he is there, because he went through the most immense suffering and loneliness, and he knows how I feel. And he still died for me so I wouldn't have to be alone. So anyways, I hope you guys are encouraged by that. Just know you're not alone, and reach out to me if you ever want to talk on Google Hangouts or something, and I would be happy to talk. But yeah, stay strong in these times, my friends. Love you guys. See you.